Hey guys, Omni here. Prey is finally here, and we're going to be reacting to this film here today. We reacted to the trailer, and I thought it looked fantastic, man. I grew up on the Predator films. I think the first two, well, the first one I think is pretty unanimously revered in the sci-fi horror genre, whereas the second one maybe is, I think it's a little underrated. I think the second film is quite good. In a lot of respects, but you know, it like Aliens, that whole franchise has kind of struggled after their second entry to kind of like stay uniform or keep that quality consistent, and it's been pretty mixed after that. Predators was actually pretty interesting. It was definitely a turn and took a different spin on things than what I can imagine most people were expecting, but I enjoyed it. It didn't have that flair, tone, or nuance that I think the first two did, but it was all right. Though the Predator, however, that was a movie. That was a movie. What I really liked about Prey when we got our first look at it is that it was taking us back in time a little bit, taking us back to 717, and we're focusing on a Comanche tribe as they, you know, going out in their daily rounds, you know, living their lives, hunting, gathering, all that jazz, encounter this alien creature, and how that frames the stakes and the tension and the story there within. You know, how, you know, we've seen people struggle with technology, as this is a warrior clan tribe as well, just from another, not from Earth. See these two groups thematically go head to head. I really want to see that come to life, and it I don't know, it's a little more interesting too, I think, taking it away from modern times where you're just like, we are locked and loaded on tech and radar and all the sorts of things that the Predator himself is typically connected with. I think it's really interesting to kind of strip all that away and see if this is truly just a game of hunters and who comes out on top, taking it down to its core tenets, and see how that goes. Now, there is a Comanche version of this, but for ease of the reaction, we're going to be checking out the English one. I will be watching the Comanche version in my own time because I just want to kind of experience that authenticity of it all. But it's just way easier for us to react to, and for you guys to watch the reaction, to just have it in the English language. So that's what we're going with for the reaction. So keep that in mind. But guys, we're going to go ahead and hop in. So if you're part of the 67% of people that are watching the channel, you're not yet subscribed, or maybe you're tuning in for the very first time here for this reaction here today, I really hope if you enjoy this, maybe you'll stick around, hit that subscribe button, maybe even leave a like. I really appreciate it. No matter what you think, at least drop an emoji down there. Let me know what you thought of the reaction itself. If you want to see the full-length reaction and watch-along format, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. Helps us support, helps us grow, and expand the types of things that we can do here on the channel. Along with that, you also get the same thing for all the shows we cover here on the channel, as well as a bunch of movies where you guys actually get to help choose what we add to that list every month. We've got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, trying to make it worth your while, so you are going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, another way you can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and helping us here with that YouTube algorithm. But with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into Prey. Here we go. Wakey, wakey. Hell yeah. Damn. Bullseye yet again. Man, that sound can be so eerie to hear sometimes, man.
Sorry.
Was that entry? That didn't sound like normal thunder to me. That was a good move. I just missed it. Oh, there was another one. Oh, hello. All right. Alrighty. Interesting transition to the title.
This morning in the sky, I saw a sign. It's time. I'm ready for my katamia.
You really think you're ready? You want to hunt something that's hunting you.
Well, you're about to get that wish. Yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous landscape. Really digging the cinematography so far, the feel, the vibe.
Your father left you that to cut breadfruit with. You almost got a deer with it. We can't eat almost.
In this wind, he brings home a red tail.
You should have listened to my story.
Didn't think we had time for a nap.
Man, what's it been doing? Those first 2 times it punched through the atmosphere. Ooh.
She should stay. She tracks well. And if we find Pui alive, she knows medicine. You have to find that cat now.
I will.
I know. Because you have to.
Ooh. I like that. Ho! God damn. All right, a little excessive. I love seeing like
I can handle the lion.
It's not just the lion.
the ingenuity and like seeing the process behind their medicine, their hunting, their tool craft. But I wonder if it was actually a cat or if it was something else.
Hey, do you want him to be comfortable or alive?
Can't imagine the predator would have actually left him live, though. Is that the skinned snake? Yup. Ooh, ew. Ew.
Skinned and gutted a snake.
Well, whatever it was, we're in the cat's den now. We have to deal with it first. Come on.
What if there are guys only alive because the predator ended up going after the cat instead?
When your brother comes back, he and I will find the lion and kill him.
Sorry, dude. Keep talking shit. Wow, it was actually the lion. Ooh, I like that shot. I like that. What the fuck is it doing out there, man? Man, I'm so intrigued and curious at the same time about this predator's aim. Because even before the ship dropped him off, we heard it entry, or we heard its like entry sound like twice while she was out and about. I mean, it could be making several passes, several hunts, or maybe there's just like a line of predators waiting for their chance to come to Earth this day or this week. But, yeah, that was in the tree line, though, this time, the lights. Wow, he got it. Man, this is signing her brother up to be the first fucking victim. What's up that one dude's ass, man? He's just like fucking so butthurt all the time.
You tried it. You just... You couldn't bring it home.
Something got a nip on it. It's a big fucking foot. Sorry, dude. You ain't getting that rabbit. Ooh, man. That claw, I just love it. Man, this whole mountain range is fucking beautiful, man. Oh man, this one's got a pretty unique mask, it seems like. I can't wait to see it in full. His mandibles are visible through the helmet. Maybe he doesn't even have a helmet, but it looks like there's like a skull one or something with exposed mandibles. What the fuck? Is that an entire skinned herd of buffalo? This was people, though. Oh my god. So messed up, man. Not even using the meat or the bones or anything. Dude. It's hot on her trail now. Oh, goddamn.
There you
That sounded like a bear. Uh-oh. Some brave dog, man. A selfless little good boy, too. And all that. I mean, she couldn't help it at the time. I mean, otherwise it'd be stuck in covered in mud and just as useless, but I like how it kind of played back her talking shit to her brother about getting his bow wet. Ooh, beaver dam. Oh, the clicking. Just fucking going at it. I do have to give it though. This predator hasn't, it's pretty much only been using its wrist claw. God damn. Oh, she's like, what the fuck is that? God. Dude. Getting a little bit more of a glimpse of the design. Like, it hasn't used any of its other gear, like the throwing saws or the shoulder-mounted plasma cannon, none of that shit. I like that. Like, it's not playing its card, it's keeping it a fair fight, like an actual game. Just physical strength and claws. Same as what he's hunting. Dig it. Her brother.
What are you doing here?
And friends.
Looking for you. Your brother sent us to bring you.
Oh, no. Just his posse. Ooh!
We're going home.
Oh, you guys have just signed your death warrants.
There's something out there.
Oh, is it gonna... We'll see. Is he gonna match weapons with them?
Stay together. I gotta go take a squat. You want me to do it here?
God, I love the sounds of the Predator, man. If you've been around a while, you probably have heard this, but if you're new, between Aliens and Predators, or AVP, that whole brand, I've always been Team Predator, my guys. Much respect to the Alien franchise, but I've always been on the Predators team, man.
Should see your face.
What do you think drove the possums our way?
He was like, didn't think about that. Oh! Yo! Fucking... We got a blowgun? Or has he got throwing needles? I do have to say, I do think it's cheating when he uses the camo, though. Little disadvantage. Sorry, advantage. Damn, man. Oh! Well, that's short-lived. Dude, give me a look. Give me that look. Give me that look. Give me that look. Yo, holy shit, dude. Oh, the bone skull helmet. It almost looked like it was actual plating. Like this might not like be a offshoot species of predator. It almost looked integrated into his flesh. Oh, oh! Yo, dude, hell yeah, man. You got some hits in. Dude, it is just ignoring her. Dude, he's got twin short swords. Holy fuck. Actually, no, one of them looks like a fucking mace, and the other's a blade. Dude. I love the weapon set. This was in the teaser. This was the teaser.
No, he has us.
Ooh. She saved his ass. Dude, holy shit. Wait. Yeah! Oh my god. That's so much blood. That's so much blood from that guy, man. Holy shit. This is a fucking blob of blood chasing her. Oh, tell me it's not a fucking bear trap again. God damn. I still think a true test of this predator's skill would involve him not using cloaking and using his actual eyes to get the job done. Oh, they are dead.
Et maintenant, tu vas payer.
On va voir qu'est-ce qu'il fait.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais ici, hein?
I do like that even in the English cut, like, we keep this all a mystery to our lead because she wouldn't understand anything they're saying. I like that. Oh, ooh. That's a really smart way to do it.
That's what you went out after? It's what you were tracking?
Yes.
And that's what you chose for Katami.
Could have tried something a little easier. Go big, go home. Oh. Oh, dude. That's great. I almost would have missed that. Holy fuck. They're all just spaghetti back here, man. Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. A little bit of an understatement.
It's coming.
Oh my god.
Can you get your side loose?
I'm sorry, that's too fucking badass. The debris and the wind keeps hitting its...
I don't know that this thing can be killed.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Hell yeah, man. Ooh. Ooh. Stretchy face. He's got some nice, gooey, stretchy mandibles, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Ooh. Ooh, that net, man. That net is nasty. We got some familiar gadgets into the mix. Dude. Yo, what's that? That was wicked. Oh, get fucked, dude. Holy, yeah, we saw that in the trailer, but still, man, that fucking shield's dope as fuck. Take all the time you need, gang. Reload. Dude, this thing is so... Even the... I mean, I know it's like 300 years before we would have seen a predator. But maybe, like, it's just like is a primitive predator. I don't know why, I just thought they were just perennially advanced. But this is something else, man.
Do you remember the flood when we were young?
Oh yeah. That's embarrassing, man. It's Wonder Woman in No Man's Land. Dude, like the whole bone aesthetic it's got going on is pretty wild.
Your flag to be free.
Wait, Naru, what are you doing, Naru? Naru, stop!
I'm smarter than a beaver.
Just being dramatic. I like that though. I was totally buying it too. For a second I was like, she's totally gonna cut off her hand. Dude, this is awesome. Tell me what the fuck is that? What did he do? What is it? Oh, that might be a little overkill, man. Yo. For a second, I thought it was like, it's really gonna just leave its self-destruct bomb behind. But nah, it was something else. We'll probably still get that though. Hell yeah. Ooh. Oh. God damn. Hell yeah. Man, putting that thing on a rope was a primo idea.
Please. What is it?
I see. It cools the blood she mentioned earlier. That's going to come into play. Or this is how it came into play, but I would imagine she's going to use that to her benefit. If his body temp is that low, he's got to, like, how do you... It's got to kill you, right?
I can't see it.
Aww. Oh no. Don't you dare. It's like a rail gun. It was like levitating it. Ooh, he's an ugly motherfucker. Oh. One ugly mother. Yeah, man, so I guess this is an ancient predator. Interesting. Or he's just got one too many scars. Or he could be a offshoot species like I mentioned or posited before. Dude, he's doing fucking good. As much as I mentioned this a little bit earlier, as much as I am Team Predator, I think sometimes they give themselves a little too much of an advantage and make their fight a little too easy for them. Takes the challenge and the sport of it away. And it becomes less of who has the more skill versus who just has the better gear and equipment. But still, none of it's never stopped the Predator from being badass.
You can't see, but I'm killing you.
I love that. Underestimating her is your fucking mistake, man. Ooh! Nice work. I gotta say too that the medicine thing makes a lot more sense than the mud thing. Covering up their body heat. Even if both I feel like is a bit of a stretch. Dude, he is so fucking ugly. I'm so scared for this dog, man. The entire movie, I've been scared for this dog. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Oh, wow, brought us back to there. That's a good little setup. I didn't think we would ever circle back to this thing. Now I'm the one covered in mud. Oh, dude. That's... I don't know how she knew that would work that way, but that was nice. Your technology was your downfall. Wow, she's got its head with her. Wait a minute. I might be drawing an incorrect. It's been a long time since I've seen 2. That's not the gun that ends up going to Danny Glover, is it? Hell yeah, man. I quite enjoyed this. Like, leagues more than The Predator. I like the tone, the vibe, the look. I like the performances. I do think some of the action was a little shaky here and there. Mostly the human-on-human action I thought was a little quick cutty and not so fluid. But when you got big old Predator boy in there and throwing down, it was wild. The production design, the art direction, all that was really cool. And you know, I'd not even like considered like a primitive Predator. I mean, he didn't even have the plasma cannon. Like, he had some tech, obviously, with the mag loader for those needles he was like launching around, and the tracker and the helmet and all that stuff, and still had the targeting system. But he didn't have the iconic shoulder plasma rifle thing. Might have been a little overkill. Maybe they hadn't invented those yet in this continuity, this timeline. But they still had homing needles, those hovering mini bombs or whatever. Still brought a lot to the table. And the cloaking, not to mention the cloaking. Ooh, ominous. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed this thing. Is there anything at the end? Nope. I think I would say this is probably my third favorite in the franchise of the 5. I think it's still, I mean, you can't top the first one. The first one is just classic, grade A, monster, alien, sci-fi gold. And Dutch and his crew is just too on point. 2, again, I think is highly underrated. I really like that one as well. But I'm gonna see if I can pull that up on YouTube real quick. Predator 2 gun. That is it. I thought so. I didn't want to say anything without sounding stupid, but that's 1715 Raphael Adolini. Oh my God. But she just handed that to her chief. Oh, that's not a good sign if that ends up back with the Predators. Damn, that's a nice little callback. Holy shit, that makes me so much more happy with this movie, man. Oh, yes, okay. So that is it. Same engravement, same design, same everything. 1715, 2 years prior to the... This gun comes with... Ooh, fuck, dude. That's a nice little nugget. Tying things into Predator 2. But yeah, that doesn't bode well for this tribe, man. That means wherever this gun ends up from here, whoever was holding it, who knows when from now, a Predator comes out and murks whoever has this thing on their person. And it finds its way to another champion and Danny Glover. Dude, that's a nice little nugget there. I really appreciate that. And for me, all my talk about Predator 2 being a little underrated, I love them throwing some love over to it. But yeah, man, that put a little perk in my step. This, I think, as a Predator film, exceeds the Predators and the Predator and Predators. I'm not including the AVP films or anything like that, but I really enjoyed this one. Pacing was a little off, but it was a short film, so it didn't really hamper it too much. The overarching theme was definitely beat into your skull quite a bit, but I liked the execution in the end. I liked the build up and the lead up and the overall flow of the story and the progression of the Predator's presence, even though there was a little bit of confusion for me with when exactly it arrived, because like I mentioned earlier in the sound design, maybe that actually was thunder, but that was some weird sounding thunder and it came masked in the thunder, but there was like those two audible like breaches of the atmosphere is what it sounded like. To me, it didn't sound like any natural thunder. And then we got the shot of the ship coming down, taking off and leaving into the skyline, and then the Predator appearing cloaked on the horizon by the third one. And then, of course, we had the little storm thing going on, which may be where it parked. I don't know. In the tree line, when she was like, there was lightning in the trees or whatever at that one point. So there was a little bit of that whole cadence was a little iffy for me, but the escalation from there within I thought was a lot of fun, especially as we got to actively watch the Predator acquaint itself with the wildlife, with the natives, and kind of work its up the theoretical food chain to find the best prizes along the way, challenges along the way. Even though I still have my little tirade about it being a challenge for this thing, even though at the end of the day, it gets outsmarted in the end in this fight, which is what I appreciate, despite its... That's the thing about the Predator, and anytime it gets best, is like, despite its advances, its technology, its physical advantages, our ingenuity in the end, its underestimation of us as a species always ends up being its downfall. I like that. It's a little romanticized, a little glorifying of the human race, as we tend to do, but I like it. It gives you that sense of victory in the end by overcoming this indomitable beast. And its own kind of hubris is usually its own downfall in the end, much like our own in some cases. When he fought the wolf, he fought it with just the claws. When he fought the bear, he fought it with just the claws. The thing is, he's still using the infrared tracking. He's still using the cloaking. Those things are purely relying 100% on scent most of the time. So it is still a little bit of an uneven battleground, which always kind of irked me about the Predator as a hunter for the sake of the challenge kind of thing. I was like, is it though? But they scaled it back here, and he only leveled up his weaponry when things around him also escalated. So I think this honored that more so than any previous iteration has, and I kind of like that about it. Like, it didn't level up to any of the homing tech until it got surrounded, until, you know, where it turned into that entire French encampment laying out this trap for him. That's when he was like, okay, I see how it is. I'm gonna end this. And he did. But when he was fighting the tribe out in the middle, he was like, okay, they whipped out a spear. So he whipped out his spear. And it just kind of played that game from there. One of them brought out a bow and arrow, and it used that mag launcher for those metallic needles. He was a little more forgiving, I think, and more fair than a Predator we've seen in the past in most cases. But I really enjoyed that whole escalation throughout as the whole thing kind of went through. And then to the point where, you know, she's able to surmise how it hunts, how it engages by looking, listening, paying attention, and learning its patterns along the way, and then suppressing her body heat with that herb and using that against it where it can't see her. So, you know what? Turn the tables. How's it feel, bitch? When you can't be seen. Oh, I loved it. I think full circle, it worked really well. It was pretty solid. Performances were pretty decent. The writing was serviceable to the story. Who knows, it could have been part of the translation as well. Since this was shot in Comanche and in English. Which makes me, again, really curious to watch the Comanche version of this, which I might do over the weekend. But yeah, Dan Trachtenberg did a really good job in this. Who was the lead? Amber Midthunder as Naru. She was great. I thought she was very amiable. I really liked her as a lead. The score wasn't anything that stands out. The original film's track is still ingrained into my mind. Like when we were going through the forest in this, I couldn't help but in my head hear the da-da-da-da-da-da. And just getting into that, and to see this proto-Predator like rewind time a little bit on what we're used to, because even like other Predators we've seen had similar but more in line with that first appearance with the original film, with that kind of aesthetic, with the skull, the mandible structure, the little beady eyes in this, and this was a little bit more, I don't know, ancient feeling. And it's 300 years in the past, but for some reason to me, in my mind, I always thought the Predators are like, in this weirdly, because of their technology, I had imagined mostly, but that them as the species was always kind of like mostly consistent, overarching with like minor deviations here and there. And this one was it was an interesting little taste, especially in its overall aesthetic. But we've seen some stuff like that, especially in the Predators and whatnot. So it's not unheard of. It's just I don't know. It was an interesting design. It evoked a more primal feeling than some of the ones we've seen before. And we've seen Predators with skull masks before, but I don't know. There was something about that one and the way it was designed felt more primal, more unleashed, untamed, kind of. Yet this is one of the more honorable predators that I can think of, at least off the top of my head. Wolf is pretty damn close, but when Wolf came into the play, he was pretty much there just to fucking clean house, so. And that's the most badass predator I've seen in anything was Wolf. I don't know. I like this. I'm curious to see if there's any plans to piggyback off of this and move further, but I like taking the concept because it was well established, especially in 2, at least for the first time in live action before AVP and all that stuff, that this is a regular thing for predators to visit Earth as part of their training, as part of their initiation, into the ranks, and like they had like trophies and stuff from all kinds of different eras. I love the idea of setting one of these in a period that is not so close to our own or even our own or our future. I think it's way more interesting to like explore different time periods, different reactions where our technology's in very different places, because that also allows us to show the predator's behavior in a very different way as well, and can just kind of play around with that a little bit. And I'd like to see them maybe flesh that out, maybe explore that as an option. But of course, knowing we can't win every fight with a predator, because obviously there have been predators that come here, they clean shop, they take their trophies, they go, otherwise they wouldn't have half the shit they have on their ships from Earth. There was that pistol that was at the end of Predator 2 that gets gifted to Danny Glover at the end for besting their predator when the ship comes back and all the predators come out to take the body away, and they're like, they give him a gift as a reward of defeating one of their warriors, which again, the honor in the world building and just the culture behind the predator race has always been kind of fascinating to me. I know there's a name for their species. I can't remember it right now. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I got to say about this film for now. So what did you think? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my socials in the description box below. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member on the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, and Raven McGann. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and thank you guys for tuning into this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is your first time hanging out, subscribe, stick around, and I've got more coming your way. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.